Good morning. It's Wednesday, September 23rd, and here's your daily devotional from Reflecting God. Our Bible verse today is from the book of Romans, and it's in chapter 1, verses 18 through 23. Here is the word of the Lord. The wrath of God is being revealed from heaven against all the godlessness and wickedness of the people, who suppress the truth by their wickedness, since what may be known about God is plain to them because God has made it plain to them. For since the creation of the world, God's invisible qualities, His eternal power and divine nature, have been clearly seen, being understood from what has been made, so that people are without excuse. For although they knew God, they neither glorified Him as God nor gave thanks to Him, but their thinking became futile, and their foolish hearts were darkened. Although they claimed to be wise, they became fools and exchanged the glory of the immortal God for images made to look like a mortal human being, and birds and animals and reptiles. Therefore, God gave them over to the sinful desires of their hearts, to sexual impurity for the degrading of their bodies with one another. They exchanged the truth about God for a lie, and worship and serve created things rather than the Creator, who is praised forever. Amen. And this is the word of the Lord. Our article today, again by Stephanie Hendrickson, who is the editor of Reflecting God, is titled, Idols or God? Too often we hastily take a superior tone and look down our noses and state that unlike those unfaithful Israelites, we would never choose to worship an idol rather than God. It seems reasonable, right? Here are a people chosen by God to be His people, and they just can't seem to commit long term. Here's the thing that stands out to me in today's passage. The people turning to idols were not unfamiliar with God. Does that surprise you? Paul tells the Romans that what may be known about God is plain to them because God has made it plain to them. These idolaters are people who knew God because God revealed Himself to them. If it's possible for people familiar with God, religion, and church to turn to idols, then surely it's possible for us to turn also. I'm not talking about some wooden statue in your home. I'm talking about something or someone who takes center stage in your life rather than God. Think with me for a moment. What is the most important thing in your life? If you had 5 seconds to save something from destruction, what would it be? And the hymn is Christ is Made the Sure Foundation by John M. Neal. Christ is made the sure foundation, Christ the head and cornerstone. And in 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verses 14, Paul writes, Therefore, my dear friends, flee from idolatry. And that is your daily devotion for September the 23rd. Have a happy Wednesday.